Hello again, everyone. Welcome to 90s to Now. And folks, if you are selectively taking your opportunities to check out our show, you have picked a perfect one to jump into here because we always have the throwback vibe. Of course, it's 90s to Now, but we are taking it to the dance floor this time. And we're doing it with no less than an icon. If you have ever been on a dance floor, and felt joy. I'm sure a big reason is because of songs like I Wonder If I Take You Home, Head to Toe, all cried out, Can You Feel the Beat, on and on and on. And all that credit can be given to this wonderful, beautiful woman we have on the screen right now. Of course, she is the legendary Lisa. Lisa, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so happy to have you on the show. This is so
Thank you.
cool. You have touched, I'm sure on some level you are aware at this point of just how many lives you have touched and how much joy you've brought to people over the years. Dance floor to dance floor, party to party. Is that something, right off the bat, is that something that you feel from feedback from fans, from talking to fans, from social media? Like, do you feel that love every day?
I mean, I feel the love from the fans all the time. Um, have I focused on me being doing anything for them? I try not to, and I'm so appreciative that they still follow and they still come to the shows. That's all that I want. I want to be able to be on a stage until I'm over 100 years old and killing it up there.
Absolutely. And we're talking about a big one here. I'm in Jersey. If you folks are in Jersey or anywhere within driving distance of Jersey, we are looking ahead right now. Friday, January 26th, Carteret Performing Arts Center. It's the Throwback Block Party. And Lisa is going to be on the stage alongside some other heavy hitters like Kid and Play, Tone Loc, Tretch from Naughty by Nature, Sugar
Yeah.
Ray's Mark McGrath. It's an all-star show.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a whole hell of a. I can't wait. Actually.
Yeah, it's going to be so cool. You know, I have to believe that your career has been so historic and so long lasting that you've probably met and buddied up with and worked with just about everyone there is out there. Is it like a big reunion when you go to a show like this? Do you or are there still those folks that you've just never quite run into and are still meeting for the first time?
Oh yeah, of course. I still meet so many new people, but I love doing the throwbacks and bumping into my old friends. The best. That's why I'm so excited to do this show. Mark McGrath,
Yeah.
are you crazy? I love him.
Well, look, if there's people out there that you haven't met, I have to believe it's almost like the 7 degree, what is it? The 6 degrees of separation, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, whatever it is. You must be connected. I was thinking about it, and of course, we've got Kid and Play on this show, and of course, you, Lisa, and Colt Jam, so intrinsically connected with Full Force,
Yeah,
such a
producers. Yeah,
powerhouse. Yeah,
and
and
they did a house party.
they were a big part of those house party
There you
movies.
go.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a connection there, I think, with you and almost anybody in music at this point. I
Oh,
have to
thank you.
believe. um, I want to ask you something about early in your life that really struck me in looking at your history, and that I didn't know that you grew up with. Is this correct? Oh, is it correct that you grew up with 10 siblings?
Yeah, I'm the youngest of 10. Oh,
I
there wasn't TV back in the day. I'm kidding. My mom, she loved, rest her soul, she loved kids, and she just wanted to continue having them. But I'm the youngest of 10. I'm glad she stopped at that.
thank goodness she loved kids. It would have been a miserable life if she didn't.
I know. You couldn't leave the table at dinner. You had to make sure you took your plate with you.
Mm. Well, that's what I was getting to because you're working with a band, you're working with a team really throughout your career, whether it's even now, your crew, your backup dancers. You've professionally had to deal with groups of people around you and teams. Are those skills that you developed having to deal with 9 other siblings that you've taken into your career?
Oh, always, always, absolutely. You learn to deal with a lot of people, a lot of different personalities. Some have egos, and that's okay. I don't mind it. To me, there has to be camaraderie in anybody that I join with, to collaborate, to work in the studio, or to be on a tour with me.
Hmm.
Gotta have that family feel. So I'm used to it.
Yeah, yeah, and we're excited to see you and everyone bring that family feel to Carteret to this big show
Yeah,
at the end of the month. Um, you're like, I mean, look, I would love to be selfish and keep you here for like 14 hours to talk about all these. You've had the craziest, coolest life that I've that one could ever imagine. Is it true? We can do a lot of is it trues, but is it true that you were offered the part of the character of Lisa in Coming to America and turned it down?
oh my
Wow.
God, I hate remembering that. That was the dumbest thing I ever did. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I was offered that, and I turned it down. It had to do with my marriage then, but it's all right. Things happen.
Did you
Crazy,
know?
right? Oh
I
my
mean,
God, I want to smack myself when I think about that.
because even at that point, Eddie Murphy was like the
Huge.
huge, huge. And so
Oh,
you knew what you were turning down. You just had to do it.
yeah, I had to do it. I was being, loyal. Oh God, I want to smack myself for that one. Oh my God.
All that idealistic romance in so much of your music, man. We should have listened to it with a little bit of a grain of salt because that leads you to decisions like these,
Yes.
right?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you for saying that. But yeah, all of that and more.
Life teaches you. Life's the ultimate
Yes,
teacher. Um, so again, just going back to this amazing career that has just gone on, and you continue to do your thing. The music business has changed so much, and you've seen and lived through all these changes, the ups.
absolutely.
Do you think? Well, let me ask you this: is there one particular way that stands out to you where you feel like it has changed for the better since you first started?
Um, I think I would say two things. Two things. Number one, the media. We didn't have Facebook and all of those platforms to put ourselves out there,
Mhm.
to promote ourselves and to get people to like what we do, put my music out there. We didn't have any of those platforms. So I'm appreciative that the kids of today are able to use that to get themselves out there and in the business. And well, I was able to do all my foolishness and no one has video of it. Mwah, thank you for that one. And the fact that I think now kids are, the up and coming artists are smarter. Now they know to have a lawyer and have everything in black and white. The
Mhm.
smartness, that's what they need. I'm glad about that.
All right. So on the flip side, is there anything that stands out to you about how the business has changed that you wish maybe we could go back to the way things were?
Oh, yeah. I wish that um, record labels today gave you more support. Back then you had tour support. You had people in the label that would help you with image and just help basically
Yeah.
to put yourself out there. Nowadays you don't have any of that. You have
Yeah.
record labels saying you got to come fully packaged with the
Yeah.
CD, video, everything.
That,
You had help back in the day. You don't
that,
have that anymore.
yeah, it's sort of like two sides of the same coin because you're talking
Exactly.
about they have all the tools, but now they're expected to be responsible
Yes.
for using all those tools.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
wow, the gift and the curse.
That's okay. The kids got to work harder now,
Yeah,
but it's worth it.
absolutely. Um, is it true? I'm going to do another. Is it true? But this one isn't
Sure,
as
sure, not
crazy.
a problem.
Early in the day, or early in your career, I should say, is it true that you toured with a group singing Motown covers?
I was I went to Julia Richmond High School and they had Talent Unlimited. And what I used to do was sing Motown music.
Mm,
That's all we ever did. It was called the traveling troupe, and we would go to old folk homes, and I mean we would even go into department stores like Macy's or any department store, and we would stand on the escalator and perform. So
Wow.
yes, I did that.
I saw that in your history, and it sparked a thought in me because I think back to like my dad. My dad has always listened to Motown. That's his music of
Yeah.
choice my entire life. And I've always kind of thought about why does he do that? Well, A, it's probably because the type of music it is, it just kind of
Hmm.
emotionally reaches him. And
Yeah.
also because maybe it represents a time in his life that was fun or pure or
Absolutely.
and that's what people take with them. And I bring that up because it's ironic that you started singing Motown music back then because your music and your classics I think are what so many people take with them to today and continue to
Yes.
listen to because it holds such a special place in their heart.
Oh,
Is
I appreciate that. I do. The sound, some of the sound that we started with as Lisa and Colchan was based on Motown sound, like
mm.
Lost in Emotion and Head to Toe. So yeah, I had to bring that with me.
Is that do you like looking back, do you feel like when you were in the process of making that music, did you have any idea that like yes, this is music we want to make to touch and uplift people and to bring fun and happiness to their lives that will affect them for years and decades to come throughout their life? Was that the goal?
Always is, always is. No matter what it is, I do any music that I put out there has to have that. You
Yeah,
know, I won't do it unless it does.
that's awesome. That's amazing. Um we know that we caught you in the middle of the day, so we don't
It's
want to hold
okay.
you too long. But again, you have been through so much in your career, all the success stories, the highs, the
Thank you.
lows, everything from the hits to the pandemic. That's catchy.
Wow,
Um,
I think everybody got hit with that.
yeah, but I mean, such a big effect on touring and just the entertainment industry
Yeah.
as well as everyone else, of course. Um, How is your feeling about where you are, about your legacy and being able to go out and still hit the stage and people still coming out to see you? How has that feeling changed or evolved over the years from when you were first touring?
The only thing about that that's changed is that I want more, and I don't think I'm done. And like I said before, I want to be the Puerto Rican Lena Horne on stage. I want to be 100 years old and still performing. That'll never stop. Never stop. I just want to continue, and I appreciate the fans because they're the ones who keep you out there, you know. And I'm so happy that we still have a following, and I pray to God that I can still do this
Yeah.
forever.
And trust me, that following is not going away anytime soon.
I
People are
appreciate that all.
they're
Thank
gonna
you.
love these songs and they're gonna love you forever. As long as you continue to be willing to keep performing for us. We're going to keep coming out to see you, as you will be doing, and as we will be doing Friday, January 26th, the Throwback Block Party, Carteret, New Jersey, the Carteret
Yeah.
Performing Arts Center. This place is really cool. And it's going to be an amazing lineup. It's Kid and Play, it's Tone Loc, it's Tretch from Naughty by Nature. Uh, you're
Mark
excited to see
McGrath.
Mark McGrath. Mark, she's ready for you. She's ready.
I love him.
And you can get information about this and even order tickets directly from the facility's website at carteretpac.com. So go
That's
over
how you do.
there and get your seats because they're going fast. The date is coming, and
Yeah.
we want to see you all there. Hopefully, I'll be there. We know you'll be there.
I
And
want to see everybody.
absolutely. So thank you so much. It's
Thank
been
you.
fantastic to catch up with you, and we can't wait to see you live on stage.
Thank you so much. Peace all.